we got to talk about bots, and not like the cute little bots that you have at home that do your laundry. Oh wait, those don't exist yet. The bots that are eating your website traffic and eating your editorial product without paying for it. Those are the bots I'm talking about. Let's go. So yeah, I was reading an article from 2 weeks ago. The title was 99% of my website traffic is bots. And so the publisher of this website, which is essentially a data set of American philanthropists, noticed that increasingly the traffic to the website by a factor of like 50 was just bots. And it documents how that publisher's tried to resolve that. And the reason it struck a nerve for me or struck a chord with me is because I'm seeing the exact same trend across most of the nonprofit and independent news publishers that I'm working with this year. When we log into their analytics and start looking at how much of their monthly or traffic in a given period is in-market traffic, so traffic from geographic markets they actually serve, many of them are stunned to find out that very large percentages of that traffic is not in-market. To just give you one example, there's a publisher I'm working with in a very small market of 3,500 households. For that publisher, more than 60% of the traffic every month was coming from outside the country, places like China, Vietnam, Switzerland, and also a little bit from Ashburn, Virginia, which is understood to be an Amazon data center, but not even close to the market for that publisher. And when you have that kind of dirty data, dirty information in your analytics, it really confuses a lot of other extrapolations or calculations that you might be trying to make. And so when we're looking at how to grow penetration in that market for that publisher, it becomes very hard to calculate that if we can't see how much of the traffic is actual people coming to read that editorial content every month. So 2 things you can do. Number 1 is just be informed, log into Google Analytics, go over to the demographics section, sort by country, and just see what percentage of your traffic is coming from outside the US and or outside of your geographic coverage area. At least you've got a sense of like if this is a problem for you or not. And again, Google Analytics is only giving us like a very small surface level view into this, and I'll get into that in another video. And the second thing you do is just pick a more meaningful metric. I've talked here about picking something like anonymous to registered users is a really strong metric to use if that's part of how your audience funnel works. For other publishers, it might be just determining like, okay, we put out a story every day, therefore a casual reader might be coming back to the website twice a week. And so I'd look at a number like how many visitors return to the website 2 or more times a week from our geographic markets. So you can have a sense of, are you increasing retention? And to me, those are more meaningful than kind of the big raw total active users in a given month or total sessions in a given month, primarily because that data is just getting more and more polluted. And I don't think that's going to stop. Anyway, I'll leave it there for today. I'll get into the kind of nitty gritty of these details in a future video. Are you seeing bot traffic? If so, let me know in the comments. Why do you think it's coming to news publishers' websites? What are you doing about it? And what are the metrics that you're tracking that you think are more important? Let's get into it. Talk soon.